Okay, so this is the group stage. Should be ending tomorrow. And today we have Supa Dupa versus Lufia Scarlet. I believe Lufia played in our tournament before, but Supa Dupa, a new player. What's up, Hazu? Yeah, it's stacking up a little bit, so decided to do some. Okay, so Supa Dupa, newer player. I don't know how he plays, but if you look at his box, it is kind of standard, dark focused. A lot of dark units actually. But at the same time, he's missing key units like Kruger, which is a really good dark unit that just came out. So it's like a mix of AoE and single target here. Yeah, a lot of old units. He's from Mirrorport, and also assume he's like a low spender or free to play. So, 4 healer box though, which is interesting. 4 healer box is okay if you use 2 tanks. If you use 3 tanks, you can go three healers. But 4 healers a lot safer these days because of a lot of debuff boxes. Lufia Scarlet is a rusher, it looks like. You have Akka, a lot of AoEs, a lot of long legs here. So, yeah, should be interesting here. Akka Ben. As a second player, not as dangerous, but still a good ban though. She's gonna enable a lot of things like act again as a player too, and also movement. Rosenban, which is pretty obvious. He has 4 debuffers. If you include burn, that's 5. I mean, she's also good against someone like Clotaire, so obviously a good ban. Very good against AoEs. Interesting that he picked out Illustrial first, having 2 tanks. Looking at this box though, it's mostly physical, so I mean you could even count burn as a tank. Okay, getting all the healers banned though, except for Flora and Shea here. Ares just gonna get zoned out, but it's gonna be the first pick here. Sometimes it's probably better to pick up tankier units. There's a lot of defensive terrain you can kind of push with them, so even Juggler's okay. Ares, right now he's just getting zoned by this Celestial here. Hey Rain. And then he's gonna pick up his own Ares here. So he doesn't really care about heals. He's just gonna try to get better trades here against Lufia. Okay, Leon. Leon's also good on this map with the new troops. Yeah, I think I like that band, Warner. Warner is super good on this map. Liquors is an interesting pick though. And I'm gonna have Zelda join me. His here looks like. Hello?
Okay, so what's going on?
This is the first game, band pick. What do you think so far? So he has a Lustrial first pick. He has a standard-ish box, but he decided to go a little aggressive and try to get better trades here. So he picked out Lustrial. Lustrial's super good in this map, so it makes sense. And
He's also player 1 as well.
I say what?
He's also player 1.
Yeah, he's also player 1, which is nice. And then Ares, which is also nice. But third pick, Liquors, I'm not too sure about. I think there are other units that you could pick up. Even Tejas is good range, also teleport. Teleport's gonna enable a lot of things for your team, especially when you have someone like Illustrial and Ares.
Yeah, I'd rather pick someone like Toguro.
Yeah, even Florentia is not bad. Act again, and you have a healer, right? Toguro, Should be okay. Good range. You're gonna get zoned by Leon though, so he can't really approach. But Burn is okay as well, right? So I think Burn, TJS, and Florentia is probably the best, in my opinion. Licorice is she doesn't really do anything right now. She can't really move in.
Yeah. Healing is not very important.
Healing's not important at all. Okay, Vincent. Vincent plus Ares is pretty scary if he can reach you. But good thing you have Illustrio. Okay, so he picks up Burn though. So he has some kind of tank. He can bring Lancer troops. And yeah, as a tank, he's pretty tanky. A lot of defensive terrain as well. And funny enough, all these... Kruger's not being picked up. I think Kruger's pretty good here. Pretty good range. Also, you can disable Illustrio to a good degree. That's just gonna have like attack down, damage down. Himiko though. Himiko's not bad. Okay, getting these two banned. No respect for Kruger. I think Kruger is a lot more threatening than these two. These two you can pick off. So the thing about Reen is Reen's tanky, but against a Rusher, Rushers don't generally have tanky Reen, and it's pretty easy to snipe, and his range is not that good. Bozo, same thing. Range is not good. At least Kruger can.
Rain's here.
So what?
I think Rain's fine here.
I mean, Reen's better.
He's nowhere to kill with the box on the left.
Oh, you mean the
Bozo's definitely less burning than Kruger.
Yeah. So I think...
is Vincent Dark faction? I don't actually know his faction.
Yeah, he is Dark. So he could have just banned for faction. But is he also Empire? I think so.
And he's Empire. I assume he was Empire Dark. Maybe he had their faction.
He's also Tensei, isn't he? Oh no, he's not Tensei. He's not a Tensei unit. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Bozo ban's necessary. I think Kruger's much a bigger threat than Bozo, if anything. Okay, there's
I still don't think Kruger's that much of a threat, but it's more of a threat than Bozo.
Well, it's just annoying, right? Super annoying, because you can cast on one of your units, they're gonna get debuffed. So, your kill potential just goes down. Especially because the Celestial doesn't have any faction buff.
He should be enough to pick off.
Yeah, it should be enough to pick off Ares for sure.
And Vincent
has 2 lives though. Right? He has a revive, yeah. So not a good target. Leon, if you bring something like
Angels.
Well, Angel's gonna die to Illustrio, but if you bring something like what's it called? What's that red shirt, red cap?
Royal cavalry.
Yeah, Royal. If you have something like Royal, I don't think you can kill. So.
Yeah, but if you have something like Royal, he's kind of useless against Burn.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure if Angel kills Burn.
Also, if you bring Royal, you're gonna miss out on the new troop that gives you movement, which is really good on this map. So definitely not gonna bring Royal for sure. But this is fine. Also, I think Super Dupa's team is fine as well. I mean, Leonhardt. I think he can safely teleport with the Lancer troop on the wall with Empire buff. I don't think Leon can kill.
Even with Angels?
Even with Angels? Maybe. Depends. But I'm 99% certain that he's gonna bring the cap unit that gives you mobility on defensive terrain.
He could, but he was kind of useless against the Burn. Burn has guard.
It just gives you a lot of movement, right? You can shiv, also gives you that extra movement. You can pretty much reach 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here. So up to this tile, you can't move up easily.
The Burn doesn't have any guard?
Burn, I'm pretty sure has a guard, but if I was him, I would have... Well, he doesn't have guard, actually.
I would have brought guard.
Yeah, I would have brought guard as well.
Yeah, you don't need a rupture.
And funny enough, he didn't bring guard, but he brought heal. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
heal's kind of useless against single target.
it kind of
Is it right?
contradicts your game plan. If you're gonna bring heal, you better use him as a tank. What's the point of healing when everybody's just one shot?
Yeah.
And 2 AoEs. Leonard also, this troop is not very good. Definitely would have brought the Lancer troop. Because, I mean,
Maybe his
Leon's
Lancer
going to be the threat.
training is bad. And maybe his Lancer training is bad.
Maybe, yeah. That's also possible, being a newer player.
And not many people bring Dark Centurions anyway. Who raises those except Season 1 players?
Yeah, Season 1, pretty popular. I mean, a lot of rushers, they have the Dark Centurion raised. Like, if you look at someone like people that use Leonhard a lot on ladder, like 2021, and also my youth, they use Lancer troops. Usually, if you use Leonhard, I think they tend to use Lancer troops. Oh, is that you, Zenshin?
Yes.
Okay, so the Z clan's joining Zenshin and Zelda.
Why do you need to overwhelm the Ares? You can't silence, so it's kind of useless.
Because if Ares wants to go in, he gets debuffed twice, and potentially you're gonna get damage down and attack down. I guess that's the only thing. I would have used it on Lustriel though.
I want to use it on Lustriel, but
I don't think it matters too much.
But the no guard is pretty deadly.
Yeah,
because Leon can have free reign of whatever he wants to do. I'm not sure why he did that.
I think that was a mistake. I think he miscounted. So if you look, I think.
And now it's kind of blown.
Yeah, because the max move, like I said, is here. So that's definitely a mistake. It's actually up to here because of the shiv. These two tiles. I think that was he miscounted for sure.
He was just coming in to say hello.
Oh, yeah.
It's up.
And then run off to say goodbye.
Alright.
But yeah.
You can cast for a couple minutes.
But
well, who do you think's gonna win though? Ascension.
Why do you have to teleport in so fast? He teleported in last.
Yeah, he didn't need to teleport. But I think it's safe from.
And is it safe from 2 hits?
Well, it's not very tanky for sure. It's faction buff. It's only 600 defense. HP's not that high either. We'll see though. He did teleport. I mean, you do have.
Both of them didn't bring single target skill. They're all Wind Whisper.
It's understandable for Lufia Scarlet, but single target is probably better for Supa Dupa here. If you want to guarantee kill.
Yeah, both should go for single target.
But I mean, I think his thought process could be Ares is targeting maybe Himiko. Also good against Kruger, so if he can land on those two, it could be pretty good. And this actually helps him that he moves his Ares now, because now he can move his Ares and position to kill these two.
I'm not sure if Kruger dies, but that is not gonna kill.
Yep, not gonna kill.
Yeah, he'd even move the full squares. Yeah. It might have actually killed it.
So this I would not have done. I would not have done this. It's just not worth. I think he could set up to go on these two next turn. He has turn prio. I mean, Ares used up 3C already. Not really a threat.
I would move someone on top or something. And now Vinkinson gets a double kill, right?
No.
Is that how he works?
So that skill.
I thought he's got ability to hit twice or something.
Well, this ability, the ability that he just used, if you kill someone, it procs again. But you have to kill somebody.
Okay. So why didn't he hook with Ares and AoE twice? I feel like it would have killed.
Well, you mean his 3C onto Ares?
Yeah.
I don't think that would have killed either, though. Ares is pretty healthy here. He's full HP. How are you gonna kill that? He can't auto attack, and also the one AoE is not gonna kill that. One AoE is not gonna kill that either on a wall. So he didn't really have a
he has to
choice.
kill something to double AoE. The physic's pretty bad.
This could be not too bad. And then he's gonna like go here and then AoE all four.
His range was bad or something? He couldn't Fusion Emperor there?
Probably
Didn't he get like
not.
a breeze there or something?
He could Fusion Emperor, but I think he wanted to Fusion Emperor all four. So I think this is fine, right?
I didn't think he needed Fusion Emperor all four.
Well, I mean, might as well.
Well, I rather Fusion Emperor on the tree below, so you hit 4 units. Yeah, the right bottom of Leonhardt. You back up 1. But there's no point of doing that to the Himiko. There's literally like no point.
I mean, there is a point because if Ares lives right now, he can just AoE once and then Himiko's dead.
Ares is definitely dead.
Yeah, Ares definitely dead. But I mean, even then, Burn can go in at some point and then just kill her with 1 AoE. So it makes it a lot easier to deal with.
I feel like you might have killed the Kroger with.
Well, he didn't even. Does this kill Ares though? Okay. Yeah, pretty much just going in. Kills 1 life, but that doesn't do anything, right? You kind of want to save that.
His damage do very little, right?
Yeah, because he has a debuff. It does a decent amount. Yeah, half HP. Now, if Alustrio kills Vincent, I think she's dead. Because that was probably... I'm not sure if she had last rites, but also the debuff is gone, so I think it's dead. We'll see. But he's gonna go for Kruger. Okay, that's fair. Now, imagine if he had Burn AoE. Right.
So I guess Burn just kills everything.
1 AoE, that still does decent amount. Like, okay, like 3,000, not too much.
Wait, why is Burn going to AoE? Doesn't that kill everything?
He used AoE. It's gonna be up next turn, right?
Burn already used the AoE already?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. He used it on Vincent and 2 units, I forget. On Ares, yeah, Ares. Should be up now, so he's gonna Sword Dance. Yeah, looks like Super Dupa wins though. The AoE itself did little damage because he was 20% damage down and also 10% attack down. But
that's too low HP.
Yeah, that's way too low. The Rupture is just gonna kill. And looks GG to me. Pretty quick match. So the play that he made with the Ares, I would have not killed the other Ares. I would have just moved up and just set up for next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so same box.
Definitely a few mistakes in both spots. Like the Leon misusing the chivalry. And,
that I think.
The
misusing chivalry was huge for Lufia there, because I mean Leon he was one of the units that was like zoning out super duper there, so that was big. Okay, Rosenband, same thing, makes sense. Also, this also makes sense. Aka's very dangerous here, small map. I think Warner's also okay.
He picked Liko first. I'm quite surprised.
That is a questionable pick for sure.
Yeah. That's a weird perspective.
That is a weird pick. He has so many choices here too, right?
He doesn't have any healers other than Liko.
Yeah, but does he really need
That's
healing?
why.
I mean, you might as well just pick dog because
Yeah,
that's
might as well
healing.
pick dog, right? Because
That's a
then,
tank and a healing.
yep, exactly. As a rusher, I think having dog is pretty good because I mean dog can jump, also heal, also tank. Liko is very questionable, like you said, yeah. But it's kind of going to standard, unlike the other game. He picked up Hilda, so I think it's okay for now. Okay, got rid of Illustrio and Healer. So I think he's gonna pick up Healer next, probably.
Yeah.
Kruger.
Was it necessary to pick a tank
No, it wasn't.
against
It wasn't.
first pick Liko?
Yeah, it was not. Especially because there are not that many. Well, there's like 2 long range. Doesn't really matter. Could have probably banned like these 2.
Yeah, Vincent's
Vincent,
really weak.
not a threat.
Vincent is really weak carry. You need like to have really hack that units, and then it becomes good.
He's only good if you have like a full team
He's
of
good as a second
AoEs.
or third follow-up.
Yeah, either good as
Yeah.
a follow-up or initiator.
Initiating, he's really, really weak as well.
Well, I mean, he's gonna do some damage and then they can't kill Vincent. So,
He needs a faction buff.
yeah. Zerda. Okay. It's going to an interesting direction, I think. Zerda's good though against this team. Unless he picks out like Burn here. Liquor is so.
Just
Zerda's.
like ban double tank and pick like Oguro or something.
ban.
I mean, that's a free kill and a free act again.
Yeah, Toguro's
Feels like.
good. Yeah, that's his long range unit. Toguro's pretty good here. You can get free kill on anyone really.
I think you get 2 free kills with the box on the left and on the right with Toguro and the act again because Toguro can't die.
So I think Toguro's a good pick here. Burn, I think is okay.
Yeah,
Liquor is probably one of the worst picks. You have Zerda here, third pick. So a little too defensive, right? His main concern is surviving that debuffs. But there was a third pick, Zerda. So I don't think that's a good choice there. Even Dog is okay. Burn was okay. Toguro was okay, right? Okay, so
yeah, Burn seems good too. Burn can probably normal attack kill someone.
He's gonna have 5-man team because I think
the-
it's gonna pick Burn, right? 5-man dark team.
I don't know why he banned Team Eagle. Team Eagle is so useless against Hilda, and especially against triple healers.
Yeah, Himiko. But the thing is, he has other AoEs that can follow up, so it can stack up. But Himiko by herself is not scary.
Yeah, especially if you have Dog and another 2 healers. It seems really, really bad. Himiko is good against single target teams. Against a lot of healer teams, it's not very strong. Once you get mega lucky.
So I think the left side team is looking pretty scary. Full dark. Liquors just get sniped, and what can you do? I guess Burn can do something. Burn's a good pickup though.
The right side needs a trade stuff. The left side seems better at initiating some sort of combo.
Okay, interesting choice.
I'm not sure why he moved 2 squares instead of 3. Should we move 3?
This is really interesting though. He alls her right away.
Yeah. Usually you try to move Zarita last.
Yeah, usually, so you can position.
Freeze more. Can't play around.
And I mean, yeah, there's just.
And your opponent has act again as well, so he might just die.
Even if you weren't gonna position Zerda, like these units are not doing anything here. So I think he moved. One of the reasons he moved Zerda first is because he wanted to faction buff last with Bozo. But even then, you could use her like towards the end, right?
And you don't need the extra faction buff. Really does not matter. The games end really quickly.
Yeah. I'm saying his
Like,
mindset is he wanted to give faction buff for full duration. So he's gonna move Bozo last, it looks like.
So tank push
and the right
mindset.
side rushed Licorice inside? The hell?
Say what?
He was rushed on Licorice.
Oh, he did.
I
Interesting.
don't know why.
Okay, what were you saying, Zenshin?
I was saying, moving faction buff last, that's a tank push mindset. Going for the long game.
Yeah, that's also interesting because he's a rusher.
And on the right side, he's probably thinking Licorice can zone them out with 5+5 range.
Yeah, maybe.
And he's trying to anti-guard.
And
Maybe this Rita might be able to kill Burn. I'm not sure how. I
Zerda,
can't even. I can't reach.
if is a what's it called? The what's it called? That weapon? Stinger. Yeah. If it's Stinger, yeah. I killed Burn around this defense under Landius Aura and it didn't crit. And also the opponent had Miracle, still killed Burn. So I think this HP and this defense you can definitely kill. You're not gonna crit because of Hilda, but I think still kill. Only if you have Stinger though.
But you rush Licorice in to do nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste.
Anyways, is that a one? Is that 3-star Frontier or something?
It was a 4 stars.
It's a 4-star. It's 4-star.
Yeah, because he started with
his
3
stratagems are very
stacks.
low.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is looking pretty good for Lufia here. Getting Breeze on that burn.
Can breathe. Us.
Yeah, looking pretty good. As a rusher, it's always nice. Okay.
She's on rushing everything in. It's really strange. It's a balance play.
That's pretty good for him because he just used up a healer and you just heal blocked everyone so Juggler cannot heal. But there is no real follow-up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
Doesn't
thought
hit anything.
the Florentia would have died, but I guess not.
He just didn't want to get jumped by Juggler. But he's gonna jump anyway.
Why do you jump now? Why don't you heal first with Licorice?
You can't heal. Heal blocked, right? You mean like 3C?
Yeah, I guess so.
He transformed, right?
He transformed.
Okay.
I don't know why people transform Licorice. I rarely ever transform Licorice.
I mean, it just depends. It's better to keep her regular, and then depending on the situation, you want to transform. Okay, so...
This should kill.
Oh, yep.
That did 21,000.
Which is pretty good.
That did 21,000. Yeah, so that looks like a stinger. That defense is really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
I wonder why the defense is so low.
What is that? Maybe it's like a 4-star dog or something.
Not a bracer.
Yeah, it's not 6 stars, yeah.
I feel like what's the healing percentage?
30%?
That is 6-star.
That's 6-star.
That is? Okay. That's 6
But
stars.
the defense is really weak for...
Yeah. Your defense should be... Defense is usually around 900 with just water.
What's the debuff? Defense?
It's a damage taken. Damage taken 10%. It's 80%. Yeah, the defense is a little low. Yeah.
He took 21k though.
And obviously he's from Mirapur, so that training is not even 70 yet. It's probably around like 60, I think. Which doesn't matter against her though, but yeah. clock is not too bad. Heal blocked. Everyone's heal blocked. Well, at least those two in the back. And still gets turn priors, so if he can land something right now, that's very good. Yep, looks like Bozo can go in. Black hole. The Florence is dead for sure. Licorice, I don't think so. Yeah, barely lives, but it's already looking over though, right? What can you do here now? He did clock.
Does Rita also has a anti-guard skill as well?
Oh, he does. Yeah, so he could kill.
So if you kill the licorice, you should win.
Burn is silenced as well. Well, this guy's gonna die. Easy kill here as well. Zerda's gonna die. But he does have 3C left. I think he's got 3C here. Yep. Heal his team. They're heal blocked though. But kill Licorice. Clock. Yeah, so that's GG.
No, that's EMB amount of loot, to be honest.
Yeah, not much Hilo can do alone.
Yeah.
700 attack. Probably attack down, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1-1.
Definitely needs a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, he needs time to catch up, right? So it's just something that he can fix.
Having a 4-star Florentia is really sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what can you do? You're from Mirrorport, so you're playing the catch-up game. But his team looked decent, right? It was pretty meta. So he just needs to shard up. And he should be fine.
I'm not sure why all these burns are running Balance Blade.
More reach?
Why not?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as good as any of the other options.
For example?
Hurting or Mjolnir, or even like the what's the other one? Ymir and the one that gives defense hammer.
I think it depends on your box, right? If you're playing mostly AoE, then Balance Blade plus boots.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're playing AoE, you should play you use a Hurting, or maybe even like a Seal Guardian or something, because more attack is more damage.
Yeah, I think there's some choices you can make. Mjolnir's good, I think. If you just go like a dispel route, you can dispel 3 buffs every hit, which is pretty nice as a single target.
It all depends on what you want to get out of them.
Yeah, and then like
it just feels like the change from 2 rings to 3 rings is not a big deal, but change from 1 ring to 2 rings was huge. That's why back then we used to use burn with Balance Blade if you were to use burn, but now you don't need to because your faction buff now has that property. It feels like it's more important to deal more damage.
2 rings,
with,
I think
Guardian or something like that.
2 rings, I think can do a lot, but at the same time, 3 rings is huge. You can reach like anything.
3 rings is huge.
Yeah, you can't even spread out with 3 rings. So I think it just depends. It just gives you huge range. That's why like Leonhardt with the Balance Blade, you can't even run out. You can't really spread out, right? That's why people use Balance Blade Leonhardt to begin with. But I mean,
Leonhardt had Balance Blade Leonhardt. Was that even necessary?
It was pretty popular to reach. It's good. So a lot of rushers tend to run Balance Blade because they want to reach as far as possible. Because against AoEers, you're gonna obviously spread. So I think Balance Blade is good, especially if you're rushing. I mean, there's just different builds, all kinds of different builds for burn right now. Even some people even tend to use something like Seal Guardian for extra defense. If you go like the tanky route, plus swords. Okay.
Same if you're counter rushing because you want to have that extra reach.
Yeah. I mean, extra reach always, I think, always good. But if you run balance plate, I don't think you need Apex boots, unless you're a rusher. But yeah, I think they're all okay.
Game?
What did
Let's
you?
look at next game.
Okay,
This one.
sure. So, what do you think about the box on the left?
The glory box
Mm-hmm.
and glory princess, but these are the princess faction buffers. Lana's inside, just there.
Wait,
Lana's there. Cherry is just there.
wait. Who buffs Sherry and Lana? That is interesting.
Lana has Bozo.
Oh, Glory.
Cherry
Wait. Okay. So
has
Glory
glory.
buffs Sherry, and then Bozo buffs Lana. Okay.
Yeah. But Lana's always a weird unit to put in any box because it's a dark princess,
Mm-hmm.
and neither of those have tank options or like first second pickable options. In terms of like Soup doing a lot of DBS, so it feels really weird to put Lana in any box.
I mean, Dark right now is very strong, though, right? There's Kruger, which is okay, early picks, and I
But
think Dark
Kruger
is
doesn't faction
okay.
buff.
Huh?
Oh,
Kruger doesn't faction buff.
Oh, you mean like a faction buffer?
Yeah, because Lana needs a lot of support.
Yeah,
Well, faction
she
buff,
does.
he's not gonna do much single target DPS against tanks. But
it's probably the best
I'm
we have.
familiar with her actual killing power. I assume it's pretty good, but
It is
I
good.
haven't really tested it at all.
It's good, but there's just no reason to run her if you have TJS. That's pretty much it.
Her damage should be higher than the THS
Should
by a
be.
good amount.
Mm-hmm. I mean, single target
Yeah,
wise, I think Lana's still up there. Probably,
it's probably the strongest single target DPS
yeah, probably.
for the mages.
I don't know after you fully buff TJS though. Her intelligence pretty high. The one good thing about
No,
Lana, huh?
the issue about the mages is that you really need the soldiers to take the enemy soldiers. If they don't, then your hero won't be doing the kill against tanks.
Yeah, mostly not. But I mean, I don't think anyone can really one shot tanks right now though. If you bring the right troops.
Yeah, I haven't really tested Lana, but I assume that she has the highest mage killing power.
Yeah. What were you saying,
Her
Zenshin?
3C is her 3C is a 1.3 mod, right?
No,
On
3C is I think 1.5.
no,
This is
the attack mod for the effectiveness
effectiveness is 1.2.
1.2,
Yeah,
and
the
the regular is
effectiveness.
1.3, right?
Yeah, 20%. Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
What were you?
I
Is
was
the
just saying,
effective?
I'm pretty sure this is not the ideal box he wants to run. This is probably just what he have.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's true
Best
for most
units he
players
have.
that are new. Yangus is
Yeah,
a new.
Lana's really good in PV. Lana's really good in
Yep,
PV.
still very good in PB. Like the Kill War right now, I think she's pretty good. Yeah, Yangus is a newer player. It's his first time in the tournament, and Caniac is also a newer player as well. So you could kind of see the boxes they're running, right? Well, he's not even running SB Sigma for some reason. That I think is interesting, which is okay. But
And he's running Vincent too. Vincent's really weird.
yeah, I mean, if you don't have the options, you just run with what you have. So that's understandable. But only thing is that I think he needs like a princess synergy. He has a decent amount of princess units. He has 3, right? So I think if he wants to run something like this, having at least one princess buffer is gonna help him a little more. Otherwise, you gotta get rid of some of these units. Um, for Caniac's box though, it looks to
Yeah,
be
it's a big jumble of everything.
yeah.
Yeah, but I would definitely ban the Zeruda because Meteor is yeah.
Yeah, there are a decent amount of meteors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is a full meteor team. Looks like almost. Other than Ree and Vincent, they're all meteor.
Is there like 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 9. From what I counted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's a
I
lot of
do want to see what kind of playstyle Caniac wants to do here. It's mostly single target, mix up some AoEs. Sorry, the first
and,
man. So I mean,
and he understands
he understands
there's
box
9.
here. Yeah,
And there's 9 meteor units. You should probably ban the meteor protection buff. And Zeria in general is a pretty good unit as well. So just
again
banning it is not bad.
against Yangus's box, I think Zerida's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe it's dog here. Is dog better than Landius here? Because Landius is really good against all these assassins.
yeah,
So
I
maybe
think
this dog pick's a little iffy. Also, dog doesn't faction buff like Sigma or Rachel, so it feels better to pick the Landius here. And this is not a very AOE focused box for Caniac, so I don't
yeah,
think you need to heal that much.
I agree. I think Landy is a little better. It's gonna bring more synergy and also because I mean, juggler you just pretty much have TJS. I think Landius is safer against Caniac's box because he does have a lot of. Actually, he doesn't really have a lot of single target. I think mostly like assassin based and AoE. Because I think Sherry can potentially go just assassin, mostly assassin and AoE. It looks like Clara is like the true single target. It's like the only one. Okay, so Hiei first. Interesting. You think you'll see something like Joshua first just because he can buff Hiei? I mean the second. Tears is interesting.
It's only a healer left. That's real healer, so
Okay.
it makes sense.
So he's setting off for Hiei, looks like. 3C, Weiler 3C and Hiei is actually very good for obvious reasons. I think against something like this, I would have picked up like Elwin right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna ban the tanks, sure.
Ban both tanks and pick Elwin. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And banning Clara here is very strange. There's no faction buff yet, and she won't be doing much about faction buff. And banning Chloe is very strange. Not sure why Chloe will be banned here.
Chloe, yeah.
Because I rather ban Weiler than Chloe because Weiler has a mass stack. Chloe just has heals.
Especially because his box is single target based, betting out Weiler is a lot easier to deal with compared to.
Well, and the single target base is nice and all, but if there's no tank, then the single target kills everything, even
Yeah,
with Weiler. Yeah.
if he bans out the two tanks, he did. And he could have picked up Elwin. Oh, it got banned, right? Okay.
With Bozo here, which is very strange.
Yeah, I think he has better choices. T Justice, I think, is pretty good
I
here.
would personally gone for someone like Rachel.
Rach, but I mean, you're just gonna get sniped by Hiei though.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 1-for-1, and now you have 2 healers. Your Rachel gets traded off. You have 1 healer left.
So wouldn't you rather have something like TJS who can stay in the back, or like Leon to zone him out? He doesn't have any tanks, and I think Leon's okay on this map.
If he have the new troop, the new cavalry troop,
Yeah,
Leon,
it's actually
this is the
pretty
best
good.
map for Leon. He
Is
can
it the
reach
best
on
map?
to run.
Really?
Yeah, this is the best.
Okay.
Yes.
So I
This
think
is the best map?
Leon. I thought the defensive map was pretty good. I guess.
Yeah, so you don't want the whole map to have trees. So this one only has like 2 towers and a tree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Except for the two bonus tiles, and then you can reach onto run.
Makes sense. TJS and land use, okay. That's okay.
You feel like you're just falling apart. There's just a lot of good options on the left side.
I feel like left side is still thinking about surviving.
Yeah.
So picking Tiaras because healer got banned. Picking Bozo because Bozo can survive here. probably.
Not sure. I mean, if it's just like a regular Bozal, you can't because you can bring Leviathan. It's gonna be hard unless you position it in a way he's not gonna attack from water. Especially with the Weiler buff, it's gonna be like full HP. I think anything dies at that point. Leviathan with full HP EA, but I'm not sure how it's raised. Also, not sure how the Bozal's raised. Assuming not too tanky. Probably not even Bracer, right? So, but I mean, I think Liam pickup's good though. 4th pick. So,
Okay.
that's your favorite unit section.
I probably ban like maybe like a Lufia instead of the other two.
You would ban
Because I think
Sophia?
Cherry does like nothing, right? And what does Cherry do against anything?
Yeah, Sherry's not gonna do anything for sure.
She has to bring like a range troop, right, to
Bypass
anti-guard,
card,
and she
yeah.
can't even touch the.
Yeah, not gonna do too
She
much.
can stun. She can
And
stun the tank.
for more, but I think he's gonna rely on mass attack, or he might pick Sophia, but probably gonna pick Sigma. I think he's just gonna go all aggressive.
And well, he also has faction buff as well for some units. Nice.
So in this case, he's gonna bring faction buff. I think for
It's not SP Sigma, by the way.
yeah. So it's not
Didn't think
SP.
much about it.
It gives you more room to bring faction buff. So most likely he's gonna bring faction buff for Angelina.
There's no cavalry troop.
Yep, he brought faction buff.
This is the old like season 4, be it below Sigma or season 5, whatever.
Yep, and
The
then mass
old Sigma.
attack. Yeah.
No Leviathan either on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably doesn't have him trained.
Yeah, probably doesn't have him trained. I mean, it's like a specific thing that you train if you run like Hiei or Omega. Not a lot of units use it, so.
And
Guys are
he
off.
brought that snake thing, the
Didn't
snake
bring
skill.
backstab.
And he brought the snake skill. Where I didn't do that. Do like nothing.
Interesting.
Doesn't really do much.
Because I mean, I guarantee this is not. Yeah, it's not Bracer. So I mean,
He'll kill regardless if he has an attack buff. But yeah, I'd rather bring the skill that boosts your attack when you're below 70. I mean, even that's better than this thing.
Well, I mean, you don't really have to because he's gonna go in with Weiler 3C. That's for sure. He also he doesn't have pool, which could have been really good. Positional advantage, I think. Yeah, but I mean, backstab is very good on Hiei. I think it's pretty much like it's a necessity. I think you have to bring backstab when you use Hiei. A lot of easy kills here with backstab, right? Even with normal attack. So.
To get stacks?
I have no idea. You're the pro. Why did he do that?
That move has a 2-turn cooldown, right?
Yeah.
To get stacks, I guess.
So it's like cold blood.
Should
3 turns.
Should be 2 turns. Yeah, 2 rounds.
Okay, so it's like cold blood.
So it's a 1-turn cooldown. Then it's the same thing as standing by, right? You're still gonna stand by next turn.
Yeah. So I mean, is that how she gets stacks? That's reasonable.
You
right?
have to have the hide buff talent to get the stack.
Okay. Yeah, that is the same thing. So I guess he doesn't have the troop trained either on Leon. Still has good range compared to his team, but he brought angels, which you would not bring if he had better soldiers trained, right? Against non-magic team. Interesting enough, though, this one's trained, which is a Rachel specific soldier, pretty much, and Lana.
You can use
Oh,
it
he
on,
did. Oh, he did
Rachel.
have. He did raise Lana, so it makes sense that he has this. Okay, because it's pretty much a Lana soldier. Yeah.
Nomi can use that too? I feel like Nomi can use that.
No,
Someone else
it's
can use
Lana, Rachel, and who knows?
Chris.
Oh yeah, Chris. That's right. Chris.
Wait, Great Dragon Barrier. Why?
I think it was to go anti backstab. That's my guess against EA. That's my guess.
Yeah. Okay. So very defensive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Very early miracle. Never mind.
Okay, so push. What can you push?
Everyone.
But we can hope for the RNG.
But if you push, yeah, I mean it's pretty much RNG right now, right? Because push, you can't ignore anybody.
You can actually stun anything because the dog's gospel, right?
Freeze?
Can't even kill the Rachel.
Oh, oops, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, 3C. Oh, freeze. Okay, so yeah, I mean he can go and try to kill easily here. Yeah, he's just gonna kill Angelina.
Is that kill though?
Yeah, it's a kill.
Okay.
It's attack
Yeah,
blessing.
I thought Angelina was really bulky on the fortress tiles.
Oh yeah, she is very bulky. She gets extra 20%.
She has like 15% from the Weiler.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, that was pretty tanky. Maybe if it's possible that it was not last rites. That's actually a good point.
It's possible. I would normally think that would live, but especially with angels and
If
not
it,
like
yeah, if it was
like-
Dino, I would say it's 100% dead. But with
wait,
angels,
the tidal wave makes it not on fortress, right? Is that how it works?
oh,
Really close. I mean, it wasn't that bulky.
And
But-
he
but
had attack blessing.
Normally, when I see Angelina on tile, I think
I could
probably
check.
gonna live.
Yeah, it's just water tile. It's not defensive
Okay.
tile. Okay, yeah. You're still getting, yeah, you're not getting even the 30%. It's just water. You're not even getting the 30% defense here. So that makes sense. I mean, he did have attack blessing. So who knows? The HP is really low as well, 9,000.
But the
Normally,
Leon trade for Angelina is a very bad trade. Because Angelina is not doing much against your team. You want to trade for Hiei or the
well,
Sublime.
just because Rachel got breezed though, it's 2 for 1, right? Well, I mean, Sigma's also gonna kill Rachel. So a lot of his units are not 6 stars, obviously. The attack, I think, was. That's what. Okay, no attack buff. Okay, maybe it is 6 stars. Oh, it's 6 stars. Okay.
the gospel.
No, it was the miracle, not gospel. He's gonna jump. Yep.
Yeah.
To protect Rachel, looks like. Oh, it's in range though. This one also did not bring backstab. I think it kills though, right?
Probably does.
Rachel's just squishy. I think Subama is gonna carry.
Yeah.
This game.
You just needed to trade the Leon for the Tsubame or the Hiei, and then it would have been favorable. But you didn't do that, so because Bozo's not doing much against assassins, especially if they have healing support.
I think
And there's no.
so. The thing
You might
is,
just win.
If he didn't waste 3C, I think he has a good chance, like Yangus. But he jumped his juggler to protect Rachel, but Rachel died anyway, so it's kind of a waste. Because I mean, if you can jump Tsubame, it's pretty good. He doesn't have Master Trait, so that's why he's just gonna die. And you just gotta deal with Sigma, but I don't think you can ever kill Sigma as long as Tiras is alive, right? And then you just move your Bozo with Juggler, which is GG.
What's a cooldown on Tsubame's skill? He needs to kill Bozo next.
4 rounds. He can reduce it with Quick Step, but it's still gonna be a while.
Yeah.
And I don't think this does too much. You're gonna get Healing Light.
Yeah, so he's lost the right side because you gotta kill Bozo
And
too.
actually killed his Tsubame. Oh no! Oh, that's right. He brought the Magic Guard. No Beat Shock.
Yeah, this SP Sigma, this has been game over, but this is it's a regular Sigma.
Yeah, with SP Sigma, it will be a lot easier. I wonder why he's not using SP, because he's going like a full assassin team.
Well, maybe he didn't have a chance to buy it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the first one to win or something.
Maybe he couldn't buy it. Is that a 6-star Sigma?
Is that 15% or 12?
15.
Or 11?
15.
15 and 6.
Okay.
That's a weird black hole.
Yeah, I mean, you would rather black hole Sigma, right? It's not like there's any like dispels or anything. Weiler doesn't do too much. The only
Yeah, but Caniac definitely needs to wait till Tsubame is back up.
Okay. Getting out of guard range could be dangerous. Oh, cannot move. Okay.
But Tsubame moved in the wrong spot. Should definitely move on the mountain tile.
I wonder if it's up now. Is it up? Oh, it is up. Kills Tiras.
Oh, kills Tiras with they have their soldiers?
I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's just low HP though.
The Bolt Rangers didn't activate or something? Is that like a
Bolt Rangers?
Not a 5-star?
Wow.
Not a 10 level 10? What is that? 50%?
50.
I can't read it because your screen's very blurry.
Okay, 50%. 50%.
Okay, so it didn't activate, so you died. It's a bomber kill because.
Yeah, it's not level 10. It didn't activate. Yeah, 68% to 68% chance. So it didn't activate. If it activated, definitely not a kill, right?
Here, I'm not sure if he still wins.
I think so.
Maybe just trying to kill the Bozo.
This is EMB. Eventually, the healing light's gonna run out. It's not like Juggler can't do anything because there's no attack skill.
Yeah. I mean, he'll eventually kill Tsubame, I suppose, but it'll take some time.
Because I mean, he has the Weiler buff, so the counter's gonna be way too strong there. And yeah, eventually you just kill this pretty easily, I think.
So the first player just wasted his Bozo AoEs on nothing.
Well, he did AoE Tsubame, but Weiler suicided. Right.
And the first AoE was wasted. He only AoE for Weiler.
Yeah, I mean, that one, I think he should have used it on Sigma at least. I mean, a lot of it, in this case,
the whales are really good here.
They're definitely better He could definitely improve on ban picks, but at the same time, a lot of it has to do with the choices he has, and also his units are really, really low HP, and his soldiers obviously are not going to be that strong. So a lot of it is having really low stats, which he'll eventually catch up. But at this point, it's hard to be competitive. So yeah, I mean, he'll catch up. Because the Tyrus HP was like barely 9,000, like 8,900 or something like that. And the Bolt Ranger wasn't level 10. Yeah, so things like that, training, also all the units, enchantment, things like that, it will definitely improve over time. He has a lot of games. Let's watch the second game he played against Caniac. Assassin based, the same box, so.
I think you should really pick Landius first, yeah. Or even pick Alwyn first. Is he gonna do that?
Yeah, he did ban out tanks. So I assume this was the first game. That's why second game he banned out Zerda. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But he picked Juggler again.
Yeah,
okay.
Weird that he banned Chloe first. So it's such a strange ban. I'm not even sure what her 3C does, but it can't be that different.
It is super strange because, I mean, if you look at the box, it's very aggressive, and also obviously Wilder is the most threatening for his units here. And the fact that you're not really debuffing your opponent here, so Chloe's not really a threat. But I think his mindset is ban a healer first, and it gives your opponent a choice of picking up a healer or a tank, right? Because it's a 2 tank 3 healer box. If Caniac was to play like a standard box, but in this case he's comfortable not picking up tanks, so not the best ban against player like Caniac here. Okay, so pretty much the same thing, right? Like Zenshin said earlier, he's focused on surviving, and Tyrus is pretty good against single target. Banning at the long range, and he's just picking up full meteor, pretty much. Yeah, same picks, same 3 picks.
Now, it might just be those 3 are just his best units that
yeah,
he have.
That could also be true.
Like, we already saw the Leon, he don't have the new troop.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to play when you don't have all the units that you want to play, yeah.
Landius is probably not 6-star. Just judging from how it's being picked and banned.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you like to run Rachel is 6-star, then, you know, there's no reason not to pick Landius first.
Right. Because it's a lot easier to go defensive with Landius, right?
Yeah.
Especially against a box like this, which is all single target. So
in this game, I want to see that juggler not bring Magic Guard.
He might though, because he sees these backstabs, right? So I think he will.
And he doesn't have Bracer? Is that why?
No, it's for his units. His because the Dragonberry gives a fixed damage immunity for his teammates. That's probably why. I don't think he's bringing it for his juggler necessarily.
Yeah, that's not a strong enough reason to bring Dragon Barrier.
I mean, if you know that your units can survive, then yeah. But in this case, without backstab, I think they're still dead. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, full meteor.
So it's the exact same picks from the
Yeah,
previous
Yeah,
game.
for the right
actually, it did end up becoming exact same picks. So I guess
At the end
those are
of
his
time,
best units because I know Rachel
yeah.
was 6 stars. Leon's probably 6 stars here. Looks like. Also probably 6 stars. Yep. Here is 5 stars. I think that's the only like the healer choice, so he picked that up. But if you look at the HP, it's not even 8,000, right? So it's really rough.
His intelligence is really low as well, so he's
Yeah.
probably not well bonded, not well geared, maybe SR geared all the
Or
way.
do you think it's not geared?
No. It definitely is geared.
Is it geared though? Because
Yeah.
the intelligence, Tyrus has one of the
He's-
highest intelligence in the game. Maybe she's missing some gear, or
I don't think
highest
so.
intelligence out of like most of the healers. Because I mean,
That
you
looks
know,
like
we have like
no
a kill
kit.
wars, yeah, because we have kill warrior thing going on, so a lot of swapping right now.
You don't really swap much healer after now, but
Yeah, that's true.
it's probably just like a SR staff and a killing crystal ball or something.
I did see Sage hat, but
Yeah, for sure.
It's full meteor team.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a dream.
yeah. It's a pretty fun thing if you get full meteor team. It's not as strong now, but back in the day, it's pretty fun.
Okay.
Probably the Leon.
I think so. So this time it's Master Rice. Interesting. So yeah, I mean that is more acceptable, I think. No healers, so he brought Master Rice. Also, Master Rice is pretty good because it's gonna disable at least 3 units movements here. Is he gonna go for Leon? Okay. He's going for the orange push again.
It's just a really bad turn one play from Yangus. He knew that he was there and
Kill
moved his
Anteros.
Leon there anyway, and then he retreated with a Rachel full knowing that he could probably kill Leon. So it's a very bad turn one from Yangus.
So what could he have done, do you think?
So he
So
could have not moved his units there.
So obviously Caniac's setting up to go in, right? As he's there.
Yeah.
He's in range.
Yeah,
but-
like he is there and he just moves his Leon in front of
Yeah.
it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a lot of bad playing.
Maybe he doesn't want his Rachel to get killed, so he's baiting out his Leon.
Yeah, but then he ends up retreating his Rachel following turn.
Yeah, he
So-
could have counter killed Rachel. I mean, he could have counter killed.
Then would have died to Zerida. So
Yeah, it would have died to Zerda or Angelina.
So the best thing to do is just not place
Even
units there.
Chlorette. Yeah, even Chlorette.
And
To be fair, there's nothing he could have done better.
yeah,
Like,
but
with
it's
this draft
definitely
of-
just pushing the feet just on the first turn. Even if you couldn't do anything, you could at least kill a few units,
I
do something
think
like that. Have a closer fight, but this is just not good turn one play.
yeah, especially like Yangus's playstyle with the box that he has, I think facing someone like Caniac is like a nightmare because there's something he likes to pick up.
Well, we can run through the BP again after this,
Mm-hmm.
and probably give him some suggestions on what to pick, what to
Okay,
pick,
okay.
what to prioritize in picking. I think that'll help a
Yeah,
lot.
okay.
Because like with this draft, there's no way he can win unless
Yeah,
the
I
other
mean
side
this
does something
draft
really bad.
is really rough. Yeah.
But I would just recommend him train level 5 mechanical knights if he has enough level on cavalry training. Just use level 5 mechanical knights a lot better than angels on this map.
Yeah, if you plan to use Leon, then yeah, it's good to train for sure.
Level 5 is fine. Leon can do the killing himself against squishy units. So it's not too bad.
Oh, he brought AoEs this game. Okay.
Yeah, that's why he brought the Master Vice. He wanted the AoE. Wanna...
Okay. So he was trying to counter with AoE. Okay.
He can get a few kills next turn.
Yeah.
I did a lot of damage.
Well, I mean, pretty much there's nothing to see. But let's see through the band picks again.
Right. So first ban. What did he first ban?
He banned Chloe, but definitely not first ban worthy against this box. So so the second game he played, he first banned Zerda, which is the right choice. I think one of the right choices they could have made, right?
Yeah, is it ban Zerda or ban another assassin?
Yeah.
Or ban
so
Landius?
he has two options here. First is setting up to ban both tanks and pick Elwyn.
Mm-hmm.
And second is ban all the long legs, all the tank busters, and then pick his debuff, which is only Bozo. This is only debuffer.
Yeah.
But either options, you don't ban healer first. It's either like Zerda. What else? PA even.
Wait, let's look at the other game because I think his ban pick was better there. I think he adjusted a little bit.
He's still second ban Chloe though.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah.
about the Chloe
So
idea.
he
I'm
wants to
not sure
set
why
up
he's give up
for
Chloe.
Bozo pick.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now that you mention it, I think that is what he's
Yeah.
trying to do because he likes picking Bozo. So
Yeah. So here, when you first ban Zerda, what does he pick?
this because this is not a really good. It's not a good pick for Caniac either. So
No.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I mean, so you can ban double tank here, pick up Elwyn. Probably the best pick or best.
So there's two options here. There's either ban both tanks and pick Jessica or Elwyn.
Yeah.
Either one of them is fine.
Mm-hmm. Because she can stay in the back out of his range.
Yeah, but I wouldn't first pick Juggler. I would pick Landius.
Yeah.
On the other side, they're all long leg single target.
Yep.
The only AoE is Rin and
Yep.
Juggler. And Vincent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you plan to fight against AoE, then you would to not ban those three. If you end up banning those three, then there's no point first picking Juggler.
Yeah, he probably feels more. I think he feels more comfortable.
Is there a way to raise the voice of Zanzin? Because I can barely hear him.
I raised Zanshin's voice to maximum right now.
Is it still very low?
It's. I mean, I can hear you. It's just like on the quiet side. Yeah.
Okay. How can I boost my voice?
Hello, talk.
Hello.
Yeah, it's probably the best you can do.
Better.
Yeah, it's the same.
I can
don't worry about it. I mean, can you raise your own volume?
Yes, let me try that.
But maybe this Lanny is just very, very weak. That's why he's not getting picked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's more comfortable using his juggler right now. That's why he's picking it. It makes sense. It's just that, especially if you don't run a strong box, you have to get comfortable using all the units in your box. Maybe some of them are not ready.
And I think for new players, it's okay to have like a fixed route. but you have to have like a really strong route.
Yeah.
Like juggler into tiaras into bozo is not a strong route, especially against all assassins and long legs.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if that's what you want to run, you have to minimize the damage here. Because you banned Zerida, but there are a bunch of other bans you could have done better, for sure. So Hiei here. He's kind of... So if you
Chloe
pick...
ban
He was
so
gonna
weird.
pick up Tiaris second, right? And Tiaris counters Claret, so you don't need to ban Claret for one.
Mm-hmm. There's also no faction buff. There's the faction buff is Weiler and Sophia
Yeah.
and Landius. So if they're not on the team yet, then you don't need to worry about Claret that quickly.
And Chloe, so he's trying to limit heals here because he wants to pick Bozel, I suppose.
Yeah. The issue is he picked Bozel third, not second. So it's a bad timing to ban Chloe anyway.
But if you look at a player like this, he's not gonna prioritize healer. So even if you do pick up Bozel later and then somehow you need to ban healers, you could wait. You would not ban Chloe here. Because, I mean, this is the kind of player that picks Hiei first. Obviously, he wants to go offensive. So, you want to ban out 2 offensive units that's going to hinder you from playing the game that you want to play. So, in this case, maybe Angelina and Tsubame.
So, second ban 2
ban the
units that you
faction
can't
buffer.
deal with.
Go ahead.
You can ban the faction buffers for the assassins like Sophia and Weiler.
Well, I wouldn't. Why would you? But would you ban Sophia right now? Is he gonna second pick Sophia?
I don't particularly mind banning it.
I wouldn't mind him picking up Sophia second. Then you can ban more stuff, right?
Yes, but in this case, you really want him to pick a tank and pick a healer because you're picking Bozo. You want to fight the tank push AOE.
Right.
You don't really want to fight like all long legs and assassins.
But he's not picking Bozo yet, so
yeah, but that's
his mind is I'm picking Tiaris.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, he's gonna pick Tiaris, yes. But I think out of the choices he had, he's really comfortable picking up Bozo. So. Especially against a team like this, you don't really need a healer right now, at least. And especially because you banned out Claret, there's no one to really go through your juggler in one shot anyway. And if you do need to pick up a healer, then you could just pick up someone like Rachel, I think. So, second pick, Elwyn would have been the best after banning out 2 tanks, for sure.
Yeah, you can do that. Now, I don't think these players are very comfortable
picking no tank.
Going no tank, no healer.
Yeah. It's just that there are games that healers are necessary and there are games that healers are not. And having side healers is always good like that because you don't need a full healer all the time. Anything else to add?
Oh, what star is that Tiaris?
Tiaris was 5 stars.
5 stars? It's very strange that pick Tiaris relative. I guess his Ares and Yangus band, but this is his.
That was his only healer choice left, and he's yeah, that's why he's picking her. Yeah.
But it was very geared for the other units levels. Like the dog wasn't super good, but it wasn't terrible. But the Tiaris feels like it's using level 30 gear.
You know what? I understand it because healers are like the last thing I raised when in the beginning for me. So
one of the higher ones.
Because I mean, if your resources are low, I think you to focus on like offensive units, because I mean that's what you can clear PvE content with, and healers are like the last resort. I mean, last choice, I think, for most players without resources. I mean, it was the same for me.
Not nowadays. I think now your healers need to be really good for AB.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it's just, yeah, because I mean, a lot of newer players also tend to go rush decks too, so they're a little more offense. They're a little more like offense focused most of the time, I think. I mean, that's just what I think. But I mean, the enchants are really bad though. It was like 600 intelligence, right? And then like less than 8,000 HP.
Yeah.
So definitely needs
that,
work, even at 5 stars.
Needs a lot of work. Definitely, if you're playing Apex, make sure your healers are not killed by a single AoE or 2 AoEs.
How about we give them some suggestions on like a two predefined DP routes. So first one is first pick Elwyn, and second one is first pick Landius.
What if this Elwyn is a bait?
Why are you watching this, Samson?
Well, I don't think it's a bait though, because he has some glory units that goes with Elwyn, right? So I think he does plan to pick him pretty early. It does open up some
rounds. He feels comfortable picking tank and then picking healer, then picking whatever else there is.
It can't be a bait, right? It's SP upgraded already. How can that be a bait?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a convincing bait.
Yeah. So like, if you first pick Elwyn, you have lots of second pick options. You have Yulia, you have Cherry, you have Jessica.
Yeah, so it was a good idea against Caniac, who's not having tanks, but I think against most other players it would fail. So
how about we watch the other 2 games, because he has 2 more games against different player, because obviously Caniac's box is not standard, right? So maybe we'll see more, because you don't know.
Oh, he had more.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see more. Maybe we'll see Bozo 3rd pick again. Who knows? So pretty much
right side.
Right side is a very meta box, right?
Pretty tough. It's very tough.
That's a super meta box.
It's basically mine.
Yeah, it is. Rosenband first.
Here.
Again, I think he's thinking pretty much the same thing.
He bans Rosen first, but only 1 AoE. Actually 2, I guess, but.
Yeah, but his main thing is Bozo, yeah. But in this case, I think he's gonna ban Bozo. Either way. Well, he picks up Landius first here. That's interesting, right? Because given the choice, he didn't pick Landius before. But against this deck, Juggler is probably better. And against the other game, Landius is probably better, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the other side, he's just taking out. Oh, there's no Rosentio to ban, so he's just taking out healings and gospel.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't completely ban a healer anyway, so he prioritizes banning out Liana, who's good at dispelling debuffs, and then
he's probably gonna pick Iris here. Yeah.
Top threatening units for like the top DPS unit that he's not comfortable playing against. Yeah, Iris is better dispeller.
Yeah, Ares eliminates Yangus' entire team because the HP is not very great. So definitely should ban quickly. But I don't know why he's still banning Rosen first. Because if you're gonna pick Bozo 3rd and expect him to survive that long, it's just not reliable to first ban anti-debuff.
Is he going to pick Bozo?
Probably.
I think so.
Let's find out.
Okay, so he bans out the 2. So they went through the ban tank and let's ban healers, so they both pick, and then he's starting to ban DPS now, so he bans out 2 debuffers. Oh, Elwyn now. Okay.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah, Elwyn is in one of his top choices that you want to pick. It's just that it just got banned.
Then why
by
did
the
he
third
ban
pick.
Rosen first?
Why did he ban Rosen
It
first?
doesn't make much sense to ban Rosen first and then not go for Bozo third. If that was the entire panel.
So, as a general rule of thumb, if you're a single target, don't ban Rosen.
Yep.
Ban something else.
Mm-hmm.
If you're AoE debuff, ban Rosen.
Even just AoE deck Rosen ban is common because she's pretty good against AoE too. Her heals. So
yeah. So let's keep things simple. So for these players, let's point them to the right direction first, and then they can probably work on the details later. But right now, what I can see is that the direction is wrong. The mindset is wrong.
that's good
So
though.
let's fix that first.
Yangus is actually watching, so that's good. Okay,
let's continue. Now Bozo gets banned.
Yeah, understandably so.
Yeah, Cherry's actually pretty good here. If he has Cherry properly built.
And if he has you mean like assassin build?
Yeah, that what was it? Goblin troops?
Yeah, goblin troops. Which is I don't think it's likely though. Unlikely. So he's getting rid of the rest of the debuffer. But it's interesting that he doesn't mind giving Reen
Lana.
There's no faction buff for Lana. It's very hard for her to do any damage against Landius.
It
Lose the debuff.
Okay, so he does pick up Sherry here. Sherry could potentially snipe if he went with the assassin route and burn. Okay, it is pretty scary for Anteros side. Also, it's a very hard box to ban pick against with his box.
It's probably the best debuff box you're fighting right now. Stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so it's a basic Sherry, right? It's just
yeah.
What does Iris look like?
Iris a little better intelligence,
a lot
and better
better.
HP.
It's a lot better. So I'm more inclined to think Tiara was missing some gear.
Yeah, potentially. Compared to that, I think his units are looking.
It's gonna be very hard to beat the Reen.
Yeah, I mean, also the stat wise, it's just way higher for Anteros here. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard to deal with Reen. Yeah.
Can you check his Landius? Is it 6 stars? And
so he says the Tyrus is missing the 15% int bond because he doesn't have the heart to open up the bond. Okay. Do you have other choices as healers? Like free healers like Chloe even, I think is better. If you don't have other healers.
I think it's fine. Just keep on investing in the Tiaras because eventually
Tiaras is missing the intelligence bond though, because no D heart.
It'll do fine against better than Chloe, I think.
So 5-star Landius.
And you'll need to train your Tiaras anyway for EB. So I think it's fine continuing investing in Tiaras.
Okay, so he's planning to build Florentia. If you have Rosen, it will be a no-brainer raise as well. But
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia is also good. Free healer.
Yeah, Sophia is a very good budget option.
So budget, obviously, all the budget healers are really strong. So
yeah.
So that Landius is not bad
for bonds too.
That land
when you
uses
get
what?
faction buff, you probably over 1500.
Well, it's not faction buffed yet. He used guard skill
Yeah.
first. Yeah. So,
So you
It's the
get
overload badge.
1500. That's pretty good.
That's overload badge.
well, the HP's a little low though.
Well, in the other match, he could have probably landed 2 kills.
Interesting. Okay.
But he can directly. And he teleported him to. He needs to get going closer, right? Because you can't reach the Rian.
You can't reach the ring still.
But regardless,
So-
it doesn't do anything because Jessica can teleport.
So
Save 2 units.
if you were gonna teleport, actually this is better, because then he has to pick. He either needs to pick.
It-
Oh, well, I guess you could teleport both.
it
Teleport
doesn't
and then
matter,
run
right?
out. Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, the teleport here is better. I mean, up, because so that you can reach both units here, instead of just T-Jess. Because then he needs to waste teleport and then she has to run away, both units. It's still a better play if this was what he was gonna do.
It's also nearby an ally, so if Jessica goes ham, you can probably try to kill the Elwyn.
Teleport
to
here.
the
1,
ring.
2, 3. 1, 2. No, she can't reach, unless she breezes. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. No, she can't reach. So she can't do that.
Oh, she
Probably-
definitely can.
He's probably going for a frontal assault here to disable.
Jessica can
Hazel.
definitely reach. She's walked 3 forward, teleports burn in with her and attacks.
Here, from here, because if she teleports
no.
here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Teleports burn with her. She moves 3 forward. Teleports burn with her, and she can move 3 and attack. If she wanted
Oh,
to.
you mean move here and then move?
Yeah.
Okay, 1,
Yeah.
2. Yeah, she can reach out. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it'll kill, but
It's risky because it's like no attack buff. I mean, there's the damage taken reduction. Yeah, I don't think it'll kill necessarily. It's a risk that not worth taking.
I think it'll probably kill.
Maybe.
Yeah, because Elwyn has no faction buff. So
It's
faction
just
buff is
damage
strong.
reduction though. So
Yeah, he kind of missed his chance here if he wanted to do anything. So he could have done a frontal assault and then everyone push up. And now he's gospelled. You can't do anything now.
yeah, you can't. But I see his plan though. Bringing frontal assault, it makes sense now. But at the same time, if you do that, Sherry's not gonna get faction buff now. But I do see what he's trying to do. Right, he's gonna disable
Even the frontal
guard.
assault doesn't really work against this whole thing. Because he can just act again, the NDS just move twice in a row and it'll go.
Well, I
away.
mean, if the units are ready, he can go in and try to double
Yeah,
snipe.
but the units are not ready. And he used the teleport for the Elwyn, so definitely needed to plan that teleport a lot better. That was a waste of teleport.
If it's like a T-Jess teleport, not a waste. But Iris teleport it takes a while. So let's see the Elwyn though. Is it? I think it's decently raised, right? Because it's not faction buffed. So
Any Elwyn's
okay.
fine. This is just like a maybe like a Shin Guard Elwyn, I think.
At 6 stars.
okay. Yeah, it's probably like a Shingar.
You wanna fast forward
Sure.
and quickly check Lendius, check his stats. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know what right side is waiting for.
He's just playing really safe.
Yeah,
It's
he's
fine.
playing slow push. Which, I mean, even this is kind of devastating. And then next turn is gonna be 3C, and it's gonna be. Is he gonna act again? He can't even act again, right? So put there.
Okay. Finally some action.
Okay. Should kill. Just because of the troop and the HP is kind of low, so.
It's gospel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 3C and this is gonna hurt.
Yeah. I don't know about faction buff is.
So I noticed that he's comfortable playing without faction buff or any kind of attack buff. That's not his like main priority. Especially because the synergy in his box is really hard to pick those faction buffs too, right?
Well, you just either first pick Alwyn or first pick Landius, and
Mhm.
then if you first pick Alwyn, second pick Cherry, probably not a good idea. Jessica or Yulia, so those two. And then if you first pick Landius, you second pick Rachel or Sigma. We haven't seen his Sigma yet. I don't know if it's 6 stars or what, but it is SP. So that's something worth second pick. And that's on faction.
Why did he 2 range here? He's using the
He
soldiers.
has no unit.
Huh?
Yeah. I think he chose the wrong unit or something.
He chose the wrong target, right?
Yeah.
He could hit 3 range.
Well, it doesn't really matter at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't, but yeah. He might have still died too, because it was thorns, and Lana's HP is not too high. And then we can look at the last game, and then see if we see anything.
It's just very hard to play a single target box without grade 2 training.
I mean, this is definitely it's a hard box to play against.
Yeah, and for the right side, there was really no reason to first ban Hilda. There's like no rebirth.
Yeah, because it's pretty much AoE. So I do like the juggler. Maybe he likes picking juggler on this map because it's like a water map. Because he picked juggler.
Maybe, yeah.
He always picked juggler on this map so far, 3 games. But Iris, obviously more comfortable. Yeah. He feels more comfortable
so
using.
Now, first ban is okay, Rosen. Second ban, Jessica is fine, but not Hilda. You're already playing AoE. You don't care about Hilda.
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the left side?
Yeah, the left side. Yangus.
Yangus' bans or are the other guys' bans?
Yangus ban. So
but
he
has
banned
only
Hilda. He banned Hilda and Jessica. You already picked juggler. And you could, like, if you want to play AoE, you can follow up with, like, Rachel or something.
Wouldn't it be better to ban out both tanks?
And play against juggler?
Yeah, play against juggler. With the units he has, I think it's a lot better. He has Yulia, he has Elwyn, he has Rachel, he has Lana, right? He has Tejas.
Probably, yeah.
Because most of the time he's gonna pick up Elwyn, right? If he has a choice, and it's gonna be a lot easier to deal with compared to Hilda and Landius here.
Okay, so he is going with the AoE.
Okay.
It's just not much you can do because in your box you have 3 units that are not very effective.
Mm-hmm.
And every detail matters when you're playing against a meta box. Like in this case, the last 2 picks are dead picks. They just can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean that's why they're the last 2 picks, because that's the best he has as options. It's just hard to build a box to really counter different situations when you don't have the options. So
Yeah, so when in a situation like this, you have to jump out of the comfort zone, so to not first pick a tank.
I think
So let's
Juggler's
say,
okay though, right?
yeah, but on the right side, that box is not afraid of Juggler at all. There's many options to deal with Juggler.
Mm-hmm.
But on his side, his options are very limited. His carries are very limited, so he have to pick them up early. And the first 3 picks are not threatening enough. Like I would even consider first pick Sigma.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I would
maybe,
rather not.
If you
maybe,
know your matchup.
yeah, maybe. I think the best choice that he had though is if it ended up like this. I think he still had Elwin. I think I would have banned out both tanks, because this is a player that's not gonna skip a tank here. He might pick Odious if you pick up Elwin and then you banned out both Landius and Hilda. But I think it just gets easier for you to ban then. But usually, I don't think he's gonna skip a tank. But if you ban out these 2 tanks, he picks up Juggler. Then I think it's a lot easier to ban out the rest, one by one. And also, Elwin does buff 12 your units at least. Yeah, it's just super tough, right? It's hard enough to really go through this Landius right now with these 3 units, but there's no real good way to deal with the AoE's debuffs.
Or just stick with Landius and Rachel. First pick Landius, second pick Rachel.
Yeah, that's also good.
Yeah, and you're using Cav Landius, you're not really afraid of Rain.
Yeah, if you're still using Landius, Rachel's still a good pickup. Unfortunately, I think he's thinking he does have some follow-ups because he has 3C, and also there's a 3C from Leon, so there's 2 more
Okay.
AoEs. So maybe he's thinking to go in.
Did Lana bring AoE?
Probably not. I don't think so. She's not in range to anything anyway.
She still
She has
has
Blizzard actually,
Sure.
but it's just all gonna get healed up, right? It's
I think this is the best you can do, though.
yeah. I mean,
It's like the best you can do.
mm-hmm.
You just gotta kill the healer and hope for the best. This is not.
So he's trying to kill Himiko. She does. That's not bad. Would you have killed Himiko or Liana?
You can't hit Liana.
Oh, was he can't? Because it's not
He's
range stored,
too
right?
far.
Yeah, it's not range
Far away.
stored. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not bad.
I don't
Not
think it
bad.
was a bad turn to go in because the Reen wasn't transformed. Now it's transformed because he killed. But
And it's just still full balls at all.
still gonna hit Lana, right? Wait, your Reen's transformed now.
The AoE doesn't reach, right?
Well, it reaches.
Well, don't reach Alana.
It reaches Lana if it's Balance Blade. So he could 3C right now. If he wanted to, but I don't think it matters too much. I don't think Lana's gonna do much, to be honest. I don't even know if it's gonna kill. He does have Blizzard. I don't think that can kill Liana though.
I probably just single target
And
the
she's
event.
gonna actually kill her. Oh, almost.
She'll die. Your dog has AoE, so I don't think it's necessary to target the Leon enough. Because you're just going AoE with dog, I assume.
Did he bring AoE
So,
here? Oh, he has AoE, so I think he can kill Liana, yeah.
Yeah, he should definitely do that though.
Wait, but he attacked Landius.
Yeah.
So he was too
If you
focused on
AoE
killing the Landius here. I think, yeah, he should have definitely AoE there. It kind of sucks too, right? Because if you bring Gospel in 3C, it pretty much just hit and done.
Yeah, you definitely don't need the meditation there though. For sure. I think bringing another single target skill is better.
Yeah, probably. You can bring the lightning skill.
Also, did he attack 2 range for Liana as well?
Oh, you mean Lana?
I think he attacked with 2 range. Right?
Oh, he did. Yeah. So he made the mistake the turn before as well. So if you use these soldiers, you can attack 3.
I think the soldiers have a HP.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why he did it. Okay, 80. Yeah, it needs to be over 80%. 80%. Yeah. Yep.
Well, regardless, if you attack Lana alone, you can kill the Liana. With the Landius from that low HP.
But he has skill, and skill alone would have killed anyway, though, right?
But anyway, here he definitely should have AoE'd Liana.
Yep.
Probably would have killed.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. Maybe. It was the only shot to win.
Pretty much the only chance to pretty much the only chance to win by killing off this Liana. I think could have killed. I think. I'm not sure though. The attack's kind of low.
It's burn all, but yeah. But I think it's the only chance to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but maybe if you like Blizzard last turn, and then AoE, it would have definitely been 100% kill. That's probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah, and at this point, he can just recover. And a little too late. Not too much damage, so I'm not sure it would have killed Liana, but either way, I think that was the best play there. And if you had a single target skill, you probably will kill off this Landius though, so it will actually give him a better chance, right? Burn already used the AoE skill, your Gospel, so you didn't get hit by the 3C. Decent HP. Landius cannot.
Why did he win 3C there? Like, isn't it better just use Burnout to kill Leon?
Oh, you mean Rain 3C?
Yeah. Because like 2 of them are like immune to debuff, right? Like, what's the point of like 3C?
That's also true. He's the only one that's gonna get the debuffs from me.
Leon though. But burn killed Leon enough.
Yeah.
It will kill.
Werewolves kill easily.
Yeah, easily. The attack is really high too. 1430. The werewolves will just kill easily. But yeah, I mean, meditation, I think is a little greedy. I think attack skill is better. Lightning, you would have killed for sure. Leon does have blast, by the way.
Yeah, a single target skill will probably kill there.
Mm-hmm. And I think he didn't clock 3C, so this is not looking too bad though, right? Only if your Rachel can carry though.
Go back to the turn earlier. Like, why did Rachel not finish off burn after Liana healed Landis?
Finish off burn?
Yeah. He moved.
Oh,
right?
here. I don't think it would kill though. But
wasn't it the same HP as before?
Wait, let me see.
It was like before. She does like he was down to like 20% or something.
Okay, so he healed instead. So I mean, yeah, Rachel hitting, she still heals the team anyway, right? So models are hit.
Yeah. That's like it's not like Rachel has any skill.
Yeah, I don't think normal
Unless
attack will kill. If he had a skill, I think it kills. But normal attack, I don't get kills. But it's still better. Still better, yeah.
Still better because like it forced like his burn to not attack, right? Because now like burn is just like normal attack.
Yeah, but in general, don't bring meditation. It's not a useful skill anymore.
Yeah,
it's only for very niche scenarios.
So only time meditation is somewhat usable is if you have Landius aura, pretty much. I mean Landius as a faction buff. But I have not used meditation since 6C, I think. Because Gospel's too good, so.
Yeah. Dark Reaper, Gospel, and some other skill is your usual go-to.
Yep.
So now it's like impossible to win because like if you kill burn, like Rachel can actually carry late game, but now it's almost impossible to get through Landis.
Yeah, I mean Rachel's a good carry. I liked using Rachel for a long time. Still like her, so she can definitely carry. But in this case, you can't carry if it's just normal attack. So. Oh, he put up one more game. You wanna watch it? It'll be the last one for the night. So I think this is the last one in this group. He just put up. Same box. He uses an interesting box too. So 2 tank. Freya is definitely not common. Yeah, I mean he does have some origins. I think is Brenda origin?
No, she just like Meteor Yellows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who buffs?
But Brenda her own attack buff, so you don't need.
Yeah, she has a shift. But I mean, who buffs Arion here?
Diana.
They are open.
That he raised, but
I mean, Aaron's really good against low HP.
Without faction buff for sure. It's just it's better to have a good synergy. You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna pick a Lutro.
Oh, he does have Sigma though, which is something you talked about. Early pick Sigma. So early pick Sigma or Elwyn, right?
Yes. So early pick the strong units. So
it's actually looking pretty good for Yangus though, as long as he bans out the units that he can kill.
So the right side falls into that trap again. You ban one healer and then he immediately picks a healer. That's the ban pick trap.
Okay, so that's kind of reasonable. D-Lit makes sense, same faction buff, and Sigma's gonna have trouble killing. But Illustrial is a big threat. On this map, you wouldn't think Illustrial's useful, but the middle part of the map is all grass and tree, so it gets really hard to move up, and there's a lot of defensive terrains in the middle, so she actually gets really good movement on this map.
It has to be a strip pick, right?
Yeah. Oh, Zarda. Which is okay, I guess.
This is not really okay because she get counted by Sigma.
Yeah. If she gets marked, he can still pick
She
up
gets hard
Lustral.
counted by Sigma. Now you have to pick Lustral.
Well, I mean, it's still 1-for-1 trade because no matter what, you're gonna trade for Zarda, right? Unless you're doing like 3 range. Unless you're using like 3C skill. But sometimes you can't even kill Zarda from 3C. Depends on. I mean, he does have attack blessing, so most likely will kill with anything.
Do you still have like 2 assassin left, right? Like he could just pick like Sharinga and Alastria.
Yeah, I mean, Illustrial here is good, so he does pick out Illustrial. So in this case, Yangus is just getting sold out. And I think he's gonna pick up Bozo here. I mean, Lana here, just because he can buff, and also I think he does like using Lana. Probably better than Sherry anyway. And he could, yeah. I mean, Imelda's just gonna make it so hard for Yangus to position. So yeah, if you look at the danger zone now, like look at this Celestial, can already reach.
Check that Zelda skill quickly.
What?
That's 3C? It's too blurry, I can't see.
Yeah, 3C.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. So if Celestial went in to kill that,
Isn't Illustrial dead?
Is she?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, not in guard. He doesn't have guard up. Yeah. Illustrial's dead. Illustrial's dead.
No, it's one tile off.
No, it's not.
6 range.
Oh, it is. What? Okay. I just assumed because of the red tiles. That was one off.
Why did he bring Savage Blow though?
Bring what?
To stun the tank.
The stun skill on Sigma.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he didn't bring the guard ignore.
Yeah, he didn't. No, I mean he has the guard ignore. Shadow Hunter, right? He didn't bring duel. You can still ignore guard. Okay, so he made. Oh, again. Yeah. It makes sense though, right? It removed the water. It's also Imelda buffed, so not surprising there.
But is it worth it?
Actually, I think it's better for the trade.
Yes.
As long as he had duel, though, it would make things a lot better. If he had duel,
two healers.
If he had duel, I think Yangus wins this. Or you could bait out the Zarda for a trade. Or is it better to kill? There's no dispel. I mean, if he had duel, and then the Sigma kills Zerda, it's still double suicide, right?
Tiara's attack blessing herself.
She didn't. Oh, here?
No, the left side.
Oh.
Why did she attack blessing herself?
Also,
is this replay bug or something?
I don't think so. He just put it up. I assume he played pretty recently. And so Zerda can trade. Pretty much, you just let Zerda trade and then go from there. It's still gonna be 3-on-3. We'll see.
Okay, that was a good move to block.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he brought AoE this time. This is bad though. Go back. Sigma can attack them. But in this case, not gonna get hide and seek. Well, he can. Kill from here, move here. Still out of range. Nope, he can't. So he doesn't have Twilight, but it's possible. Okay, let's see. If he gave Sigma, but we attacked and didn't Shadow Duel, right? The talent.
Yes.
No talent.
Okay, he still goes first, so he can still kill. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure about killing that. Lana's kind of not worth it.
You can still kill 3 range. Let's see if it kills though. That's the thing.
Because if Sigma kills Zerida now, like Bozo can just carry.
Okay. Yeah, I think Yangus is still good because I mean Yangus can snipe these healers one by one. Also can AoE if he wants. There's no real good clear. Also seal. Yeah, I think it's looking good for Yangus.
Should have went on the tree for the stun, right?
What do you mean one of the tree for the stun?
Savage attack requires you to be on a defensive tile.
But Zerda still
Sigma.
though, right? Doesn't matter.
You ignore guard though, because you have to be 3 away from the thing which attacker, right?
3 or less.
Yeah, 3 or less.
3.
That's why duel works.
3 or less.
Mm-hmm.
I thought duel works just because it's duel.
No. So you could use duel without your talent. You just cannot ignore guard. And also you attack through you also attack the soldiers as well if you duel. So you could just wait a turn and then start sniping the healers. It's not like Freya does any damage. Okay, so 1 by 1. Yeah, Freya does no damage, so this is good. Should be a win, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Right side wasn't very clear on his win condition.
Yeah.
Illustrio cannot be used for one-on-one trade.
Yeah, looks good to me. Freya pretty much has no damage, so yeah, GG.
So it's a good positioning to keep Sigma alive.
You had to keep Sigma alive.
Garrus moved in.
Because Lana's pretty useless anyway against 2 healers and Tears Healing Light, right? Against Freya. Not gonna do much, so it was the right target to bait as well. Yeah, even if Bozo died.
Yeah, so I was just saying, now we saw your Alwyn and your Sigma. You should really pick these 2 early, like even considering first pick.
Yeah.
Because like these are your win conditions, and you want to pick the win conditions first.
And yeah, if you want, I'd rather ban out Hilda and Landis. I think it's a lot easier to use against dog opponents. I think Elwyn's just better against dog compared to other tanks. So a lot easier to use.
Oh, I'll just first pick Landius, second pick Sigma.
Yeah, that
All
also
my
works.
games if I'm using this box.
Yeah, that's reasonable. As long as you ban out the units that you cannot kill, and also focus on getting more range than your opponent, I think Sigma's fine.
Yeah. And have a look at your other options, like say drop Leon, because if you don't have the new troop, then he's useless. And then probably add a fourth healer, so you're not forced to pick a healer when they ban, let's say, ban Liana
Mm-hmm.
and something else, and you're kind of like feeling forced to pick a healer, so you just put in 4 healers, so you won't ever be forced.
Yeah.
Why not use Ledin instead of like Landius?
Does he have Loden?
He's the
Oh, it's
strongest
on his
5,
name
right?
tag.
I assume
Oh,
it's decent.
he does have
I mean,
Aladdin.
you can just use because Landius is not very useful against a lot of players now.
He does use Rachel though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she can buff herself if she wants.
Rachel and Sigma. Sigma
Yeah,
with
he has Rachel and
Landius buff
Sigma.
is
Yeah, so I think Landius is fine.
Sigma actually needs faction buff, or I heard doesn't really need it.
It's just a little more convenient because his helmet is very RNG dependent, and some units you need the attack buff to kill. A lot of the squishes you
and
don't.
Jessica.
Um,
Right. So this is a ban bait.
It's not bad, mate. You can use this.
it's usable, right?
I mean, it's more usable than a lot of other
A
units.
lot of the issue really comes from his unit choices and enchantments, but those things he does need time to catch up, right? And then, for now though, I do like Senshin's advice. Sigma easy to use. Also, Elwyn, I think,
Yeah.
pretty good carry. So,
I think first picking Owen is really weak these days. Because Landius and Hilda wall him really hard.
mm-hmm.
Even a lot of other tanks wall him hard too. Like
Asking even if I get no tank or no healer.
For
If because like you said, remember you said pick like Emma first.
no, well,
I would try to just stick with the picks. I think you'll learn more from just playing tank, healer, and
Yeah, I
buff.
think
Or
picking out.
I think
Yeah,
tank stuff.
yeah,
I would not try to go too deep into the rabbit hole of no tank unless your box is not for it. So just try
yeah.
to pick reliable tank,
I don't
then pick
think
DPS and healer.
at least the tank. I think you need just because your box is not really
Yeah.
meant to be
If
no
you
tank
want to
box.
first pick Elwyn or Sigma, use 4 tanks. Use the Lenin here.
do you have Rosentral?
I don't think he has Rosential. Maybe he's off now. Um, I don't think he has Rosential though. He said he's gonna raise his Florentia, which is 3 stars. He did say he has Sophia.
Yeah.
At 6 stars. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Healer is ban bait. That's exactly what you want, and I think you always want to pick Landius first.
yeah, I
And
mean,
your second pick
Landius.
is either Rachel or Sigma. I think you'd prefer Sigma.
Landius is just a better pick versus Dog. It just opens up more options for you, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And then drop Leon or Cherry or Lana and add a fourth here.
Yeah, that's also reasonable because you're not
Add
forced
a
to
4th
pick
tank.
healer second.
Add Layden.
No, I think that's making it more defensive.
Well, if you use Layden, you have to see this. In your box, your juggler is not a tank.
Yeah, opens up plays, so which is nice. But
Your Layden is a tanky assassin. Your juggler is a counter AoE and a AoE unit. You just view them this way.
Yeah. As long as your tank can survive more than one hit, you're good, I think. I mean, I usually let my tanks die. But yeah, so for joining Ascension and Zelda.
Oh,
And
Omega
Z.
today.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
Just want to go more.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, thanks for joining, and yeah, we'll review. Maybe I'll do some reviews tomorrow. I'm not sure, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later. Yeah, so tomorrow the TSdL group stage ends. So if you haven't, you guys should finish, and we'll put up the new bracket tomorrow. And yep, have a good night.